I'm Leslie.
And I'm Shelly.
And we are Sisters in Ebert. Welcome back to another Movie Monday.
Oh, this was a fun
This is a fun
favorite
one.
when we were children.
Yes.
Did not understand a lick of it,
No.
I don't think.
I don't think so either.
There's a lot going on in here that we probably shouldn't have been privy to as children.
Probably not. But I love this movie a lot. We watched it a lot. And we had it on tape. Look who's talking.
Look who's talking.
1989.
John Travolta and Kirstie Alley.
And Bruce Willis.
As the baby.
As the baby, yes.
Mikey.
So
we had this on VHS.
Yes.
I don't know.
From a homebox weekend.
A homebox weekend.
I'm sure it was.
Because it was unedited, right? Like it had stuff in it.
And it was definitely taped off of television.
Yeah, it was not one that we purchased in a store.
We rarely purchased.
Yeah,
sorry.
Recording.
Don't come after us, FBI.
I know, this pirating. It's not pirating back when it's on VHS. I feel like it doesn't count anymore.
At the beginning of every VHS
but
tape
not anymore. They can't prove what I've done. We didn't. Dad's handwriting's on those tapes, not us. He's going down.
He's going down. What were you going to say?
But yeah, we watched this all the time.
Do you want to say a fun fact about this movie and you watching it? We took it to our grandparents' house and we were going to watch it there.
Is that what this was?
And everybody was watching.
I thought it was Grease.
No, it was this. And we're dancing around, jumping all around. So excited because we love this movie and we're like 4 and 2 or something.
Yeah,
like
I was young. I was like 2.
And we're like so excited and like the movie opens up pretty to Beach Boy song. We're dancing around. Shelly falls into my grandma's.
Tripped and fell right into the pointed corner of the coffee table. It was very pointy.
It was very pointy.
And it was this one, right? Or was it the top?
Heck if I know.
I think it was the top, because wasn't this when you chased me?
Yeah, Shelly got stitches on two occasions to her head.
A little concussed. But I think it was the top.
Okay.
So I fell and I was bleeding and had to get stitches.
At our grandma's house.
Yeah, which was like 4 hours from where we lived.
Yeah. So we had to go to like a hospital that we're not familiar with and stuff like that. But yeah. So we're not 5 minutes into this movie and we can't watch it because Shelly has to go to the hospital.
Think Nanny's to be with me.
Yeah.
I just called your name. That's your nickname.
Yeah, that's my nickname. Did everybody else watch it without us then? Because
probably. I mean, why should they turn off the good time?
So we open to female reproductive organs.
We're inside the human body.
Doing their thing.
It's a magic school bus.
Releasing an egg and during a fertile period of the month.
So fertile.
If you're not familiar with the female cycle, please read a book. Molly is doing Albert's taxes. Molly is Kirstie Alley.
Love her.
And is involved with him romantically, but he is married and supposedly leaving his wife. But he has not done so yet.
They always are.
Yep. She is bulimic and manipulative with it. Like, yeah.
And she's like, I know she's sick, but
yeah. But his wife, like, he can't leave her because she's bulimic and she gets worse every time he brings it up. Like, it's like, okay.
So we stay.
Yeah. Molly is a pushover, though, and is intimate with Albert anyway, resulting in the events of the Beach Boys' I Get Around.
I Get Around.
Which is the song we were dancing to. And doesn't dump him or transfer his account to another account, and like she said she was going to. We cut to Molly throwing up at work after the credits.
I remember this scene vividly.
At work. And I watched this movie the whole series of these movies I watch every time I've been pregnant. So,
I don't think I've seen them since we were younger. Like, not that young.
Yeah.
But maybe like 10.
Can we do a timeout really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, let's time out from the game. Hang on.
And we're back because we needed a prop, apparently.
I forgot I had this. And this is how I watched it.
All three. It's a trilogy.
It's a 3-disc set, yeah.
Oh, 3 discs in there.
Yes, it's actually, you push this part out, and all 3 are just stacked.
In there. They didn't even try to make this.
No.
Wow, okay.
We're back.
We're back with a prop.
We're back with a prop.
Thank you for that.
Yes.
I'm glad we interrupted for that.
Me too.
You know.
Okay. It's a DVD.
Oh my gosh.
Look at us. We're smart. Okay. So, Molly is in the bathroom throwing up at work, making excuses for Albert to a skeptical friend. I put rightly so. Rona is her friend's name, which I thought this was Mona.
Oh, really?
Well, and then I couldn't remember. I always thought it was Mona. I think it's a kid, and now it's Rona. Yeah, it's Rona. Molly's family is hassling her about her love life, and she's eating the house, but soon confirmed to be pregnant.
They're all accountants. Yes, we should mention.
Yes, her mom, her dad, and her brother are all accountants.
And the dad is the director's real dad in real life, and he's an actual accountant. Like, that's why he doesn't have like a lot of lines or anything.
And Olivia Dukakis is her mom, and she's a gem. So they're hassling about her love life, and Molly is upset, but is 33, and the doctor urges her to think about her biological clock ticking, as she starts to have wild dreams about biological clocks.
And she knows she's pregnant now.
Yeah.
The doctor
I said that. He confirmed she was pregnant.
Oh, she confirmed. Sorry, I missed
that. Yep. Molly tells Albert and plans to tell others that she was artificially inseminated, which upsets her mother greatly.
I mean, I get it.
So you and the frozen pop are having a baby? I didn't get that at all as a kid. I was like, huh?
Yeah, we didn't know. What does artificially inseminated mean when you are 5 years old?
So we keep getting keeps cutting to a growing baby, observing the womb and growing. Molly preparing for her baby. We have like I think that's why I like these movies too. Montages, a lot of montages.
Oh yeah, I love.
And I think this is where my love for the montage might have started. Too.
It probably was. It's probably our first montage experience. Yes.
Albert is very excited about his office redecorating and keeps comparing Molly's pregnancy to his wife's, but soon reveals that he moved out of his marital home. And when out with Rona trying on dresses, Molly catches Albert with his decorator as he is going through a selfish phase. Mm-hmm. And left his wife for her. So I hate Albert so much.
I'm sorry, he's not attractive.
No, he's not. Why do you want him? Mm. And as her mother said, she's got an accounting degree. That's like money in the bank.
And she loves her job.
She loves her job, yeah. Yeah. So Molly goes into labor on the street.
I love the scene too. Like Rona had the dress on.
Yeah, and they're just like beating Albert with like,
yeah,
ladies, you want to bring it in? Like,
yeah, these dresses aren't paid for.
So Molly goes into labor on the street and catches a cab that is driving erratically.
Like, why didn't she wait for Rona like 5 seconds? Like she had to change out of a dress, and then like Rona can take you to the hospital. Yeah.
One finds out that she's in labor, and more so when her water breaks in the pet cab. Like she was driving erratically the whole time.
And I'm sorry, John Travolta is the cab driver, and he is the cutest.
Most people are in love with John Travolta as Danny Zuko. I have always been in love with him as Jimmy Ubriaco.
Yes, and he says like this is most like his true personality too. So it's like this real life John Travolta.
I was in love with him in this movie.
I was too. Love.
I'm like, he's not particularly young in these movies either. Like, he's what, 30
probably.
But like, that's what I was in love with. I was 4 and 5 years old.
Agreed. He was so cute, and he's just nice. Yeah, and he's funny.
He's so
good
sweet.
With kids.
He puts up with Molly's crap.
He does. And I thought she was so pretty too.
I did too.
Gorgeous.
I did too. Cabby keeps trying to help and is mistaken for the baby's father by the hospital staff. Molly mistakes him for a doctor and immediately asks for drugs when he comes in like all suited up.
Which I don't know why he was like, sure, I'll put on this scrub. Yeah. Like he was like, it's not my kid. Yeah. But then he puts them on anyway.
And everyone continues to ask her about Lamaze breathing. Like I was like, that was the hot thing that. And I remember hearing that so much in this movie and thinking like, I remember when because she got pregnant first, not me. And I was like, do you have to learn Lamaze? Like, I don't know anything about this.
They had like classes you could go and do, but I don't know if they called it Lamaze.
I don't think they call it Lamaze anymore.
It was just like getting ready, but I didn't go.
So, Mikey is high on Demerol, but is upset
He's like looking at his hand in the womb, like it's all blurry. Bruce Willis is phenomenal.
Oh my god, yeah.
So good.
He's upset being born, and with James there witnessing all of it. Molly goes to visit Mikey in the nursery and vows to find him the best daddy there is. Molly adjusts to being home and postpartum, and James arrives to her apartment with Molly's purse that she thought was stolen, but was left in the cab. James teases Molly, but asks many personal questions and tries to smoke around Mikey.
He just like waltzes into her apartment. He's getting out a cig, like...
teaches him about coffee and accidentally drinks breast milk.
Yeah, he like pours it in the coffee.
Yeah. He's like, that's breast milk. He's like, why didn't you tell me?
Yeah, so
He's like, hey man,
I'm gonna take my breakfast sandwich,
my
and my breast milk, and I'm gonna get out of here.
Mikey learns crying gets him help with a montage of both adjusting as Mikey grows. Yes, yes. With Molly and Mikey adjusting to life.
And Mikey's like definitely sitting in a high chair eating food, and he's like a month old. It's like,
I thought that too.
I don't think we followed along with milestones too well here.
Scene, I think it's the first one where James comes in for the first time after he's born, and he's just like, oh, like his little thing. I think my son, my preemie McLean, reminded me so much of that.
Looks like him. Yes,
that
he has boy. That.
It's like those gaping eyes, and I was like, that's McLean. Every time I would go see him in the NICU, I'm like, he looks like Mikey. So Molly's mom comes to help and nags Molly some more. Molly asks Rona what kind of man she should find to raise Mikey and starts dating again with several duds, I put, including a yeller and a hypochondriac who's OCD and a germaphobe. Molly runs into James in the lobby of her apartment, who is having his grandpa's mail sent to her address to establish residency. And Molly doesn't want to help, but James offers to babysit in exchange.
Yeah, because he wants to put him in this nursing home.
That's in Manhattan. Yeah. The only residence, and they live in one of the boroughs. He lives in Brooklyn or Queens or something.
Wouldn't he say?
I don't know.
It's Jersey.
Is that Jersey? Yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. So he had established residency. They negotiate to 2 Friday nights and 2 aerobics classes for babysitting, and finds out James teaches flying on Saturdays. Molly,
so he's got his pilot license.
Yeah.
John Travolta in real life.
Yes. Molly falls asleep, and James takes Mikey out without telling her. I was like, oh.
Yeah, this is a bold move.
I said, or bringing a diaper bag. He just picks up the car seat and goes.
He's like, bye.
And puts the car seat in the passenger seat of the cab. I get it's the 80s, but my mind. Yeah.
It wasn't even a car seat. It's just like a bouncer seat.
Yeah.
Like, there weren't car seats then.
There
were. You've seen that whole movie of me in 1989. It's like a little plastic seat with like a little bar that just comes down. I was going to go flying out of that car.
You would not have survived a crash.
Right. Thank goodness for regulations in the late 90s?
Yeah. As a person with a 7-year-old and an 8-year-old who were still in booster seats.
Right. Like we were
in the front seat.
We were in the front seat by then.
Without anything.
Right.
Okay. Where Mikey learns to drive, James teaches him to drive. He's like, then you get your shift and
and he retains it all apparently.
Yeah. James takes Mikey to the air hangar where he finds nothing on his schedule. Molly wakes refreshed, but then realizes the baby isn't there and panics.
Mikey.
It's like the first time your kid sleeps through the night.
Yeah, you're like, Dad, I know it.
James then takes Mikey to his grandfather's old age home and returned, or is it just an apartment? I couldn't tell.
I think it's the old age home because they got him in.
But it wasn't that one yet. They didn't move him in yet.
Okay, then I think
it was like
apartment.
Or it was his original old age home. I think. Yeah, but returned home to a panicked Molly who yells, but then helps her with a splinter with suggestive dialogue through the door that her mother used.
Yeah,
unintentionally suggestive.
Yes. But I still remember recognizing
that was uncomfortable. Yeah,
of him grabbing her hand and stuff. Like,
oh, let me do it. You're such a big baby.
Yeah. But yeah.
Mikey continues to grow in montage form to When I Grew Up to Be a Man by the Beach Boys. Yeah.
Aww,
I like that.
So cute
he's
too.
so
all
cute.
the babies they got for this, but he's adorable.
Molly goes to mother to lament about bad dates and not liking anyone, and Mikey needing a father, and her mom sets her up on a blind date. And she's like, he'll like who you like.
With an accountant.
The guy arrives and is hassled by Mikey and given bad advice by James that Molly doesn't want men paying or being a gentleman on dates. He's like, oh, so she's liberated. Come on, liberated male babysitter.
Of course she's liberated. And then we find out in the second movie, she's pretty liberated too.
Yeah, she's pretty liberated, but yeah. So Okay. The guy tells a boring colon story on his date
Oh my
with.
gosh. Ew, it's so
It's
gross.
so gross. And he's talking about it at
his
dinner.
Colonoscopy.
At
over
dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, you're like 20.
I know.
But
Supposedly.
he looked like 60. But
because Mikey pulls off his toupee at one point, and yeah,
so bald.
So bald. So while James and Mikey party to "Walking on Sunshine" by Katrina and the Waves, yeah. I know, and I was like, John Travolta,
hold me to sleep.
Molly pays for everything and is upset by the mess at home when she gets home, but her cool heart is warmed by James and Mikey sleeping on the couch. Mikey is out with not safe sleep, by the way.
No, not safe sleep.
And she just covers him up and leaves him there.
Yep. Although back then, that was safe sleep.
That was safe sleep. Mikey is out with the babysitter as "Staying Alive" by the Bee Gees plays as a wink to Saturday Night Fever, and sees a girl go with her daddy and wants to ask James to be his daddy because he didn't know what daddies were. Mm-hmm. James and Molly have an adorable kitchen dance scene. Yeah, I don't
even know what the song is.
How can anything with these is it foolish minds? I don't know, something. What a town without pity can do.
Don't you have the soundtrack laying around somewhere?
I should. It's a good soundtrack.
It is a good soundtrack.
Okay. So Molly goes with him to sign papers for his grandfather, and James shows her how he gets freebies throughout the city and explains that he wouldn't drive a cab, but he makes next to nothing as a flight instructor, but continues to do so because it helps him accumulate airtime to maybe one day become a pilot. Mm-hmm. Which I didn't... Okay, so you're not a pilot, but you can give flight instruction. It's just a crazy world. It's a crazy world, license. I guess. Yeah. So James's grandfather has dementia or Alzheimer's or something, and is hostile with the staff of the nursing home and everyone else, and he has moved into the nursing home. And who is he? He is somebody very famous. I forget. Shoot! That's gonna upset me.
I don't know.
Look it up while I read. James, he's famous. Vincent something. Yeah, I think it's Vincent something. James asked the orderly to give his grandfather one candy bar a day, but not to let him find the bag or he'll eat it all. And the orderly agrees, even though he's not supposed to need that high level of care in order to, to be at this nursing. Like right. it's more of like an assisted living than nursing. Yeah.
But yeah, he definitely needs more than that.
Yeah.
Abe Vigoda?
Abe Vigoda, that's it. The V. He's been in he was in a bunch of the mafia movies. He was
Godfather!
Yeah, he was
Tessio.
Yeah, he was Tessio.
He's in Good Burger.
Good Burger?
Classic.
Yeah, he was Tessio in The Godfather. That's right.
Okay.
Yeah, Abe Vigoda. He passed not too terribly long ago. He lived to be a very ripe old age. So,
he's 2016.
Yep.
He died.
Yep.
He was 94.
Yeah, because he was pretty old in this movie.
He was playing Grandpa.
Yep. Okay. So Molly's James takes Molly out flying and does more to get free things.
Where was Mikey during this time?
That's what I was wondering. Maybe with grandma.
Oh, maybe.
Or Rona, maybe.
But the babysitter and the mom are in the plane having a romantic rendezvous.
Yeah. He's probably strapped in the back of his bouncer.
Yeah, he's on the wing.
Bouncer.
They just left him in the hangar. They'll be back soon.
Molly and James flirt in the plane and make out when they return to Molly's place, but starts thinking that they'd be broke. And Molly starts to think they'd be broke if they were together and shuts things down. Yeah,
I pictures them in the future and
she's like a housewife, like a barefoot pregnant.
Yeah, they're all burping and being gross.
Yep. There's 5 kids. Molly's boss makes her take Albert's account back. And Molly tries to keep it platonic, and Albert grovels, but keeps calling Mikey Mickey.
Yeah. How is Mickey?
How's Mickey? It's Mikey. Like he keeps saying, yeah. Molly agrees to let Albert see him. Albert goes by that night, and Molly isn't home, but tries to barge in as James tries to keep him out, and the two men fight, and James calls Molly on her lies and wants Albert to stay away, and calls Molly on being irresponsible and using Mikey to push James away like she does with other men, and that when she scoffs at the idea of him being a good father. Which I was like, Molly!
Yeah.
And because she takes this as thinking Albert is interested in her again, not just in wanting to see Mikey.
And I don't know why he even wants to see Mikey.
Right.
She says it so many times. He's such a good father
to his other kids.
kids. Yeah.
But
I feel like he's probably not. He tells
right,
you
and
he
he said,
is.
well, he said at some point that
Right, and
he said at some point that they're grown, and she's like, they're 7 and 8, like they're, it's like my other kids are grown, you know, but yeah, so like he goes by and like there's a tussle, and yeah, it's just, but dumb on you, Molly, for like not giving anybody the heads up, or well, she had told James that she was artificially inseminated too, so this is all news to him.
Yeah, he's figured out the lie.
Yeah. So Olivia, she does admit that she had to keep it very hush hush because he was married, and she works, her work situation and everything. Olivia Dukakis is a gem, I put, and Molly again goes to Mom for advice, and she talks about like, I forget what she was saying here, but like I can picture like her talking about like how her, like she was just so in love with Dad because he was devastatingly handsome, and she was like every time you look at him, he's just Dad? Like he's just like he's just like reading the paper.
It is funny.
It is, yeah. Oh, that's when she's on the bike too, and she's just like, she's on her exercise bike. James goes to Mikey to explain that he may not be able to come see him anymore because of his mom, and Molly overhears James on the baby monitor giving life advice. Molly sets, which I'm surprised they had a monitor.
What's the point?
Molly sets out outfits for Mikey to go see Albert, and she's like, we're going to go see Daddy, and he thinks they're going to go see James.
He's like, oh, good.
Yeah, at Albert's not childproof office at all.
Oh, this is another scene that lives rent-free in
my
head.
Too. Albert continues to be politely condescending and wants Molly to back and will provide anything Mikey needs, but refuses to be a dad to him and claims that he already raised his kids who are 9 and 11.
9 and 11.
Yeah.
They're out of the house.
My other kids are grown. And she's like, they're 9 and 11. He's like, well, I'm not ready to be anybody's dad, and blah, blah, blah.
He's in a selfish phase,
He's in a selfish phase, yeah.
Because the decorator left him, probably.
Yeah, she did.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
He said he knows that was a rebound, and fling, and he doesn't know what he wants. Molly apologizes to Mikey for taking him there and asks if Mikey loves James. She's like, everybody loves you except the person who's like genetically linked to you. And she's like, Mama loves you, Roma loves you, James loves you. She's like, Mikey, do you love James? Call him,
Yeah. They're like playing with
telephone, yeah. Molly gets a call from the nursing home as Grandpa's being abusive to staff and can no longer stay. Grandpa tells Molly that James loves her and treats him kindly. She treats him kindly. Molly advocates for Grandpa pretending to be James's wife while the orderly watches Mikey, and James arrives as they somehow allow Grandpa to stay. He's like, well, she's like, because I guess it's essentially, it seems to me like he's had a bit of like a diabetic issue or something like that. He got really irritable because he ate all the candy at once.
Yeah, he gave him specific instructions, like give one candy bar a day. Yeah. He loves candy, but you only give him one a day. Yeah. Make sure.
And the orderly didn't understand English, so he said no problem. It's like, so they let him stay. The orderly that was watching Mikey goes to lunch, and Grandpa goes off to flirt with Esther. And Mikey wanders off looking for James in the taxi because he sees taxis outside. Mm-hmm. Mikey finds a way outside to find James's taxi and gets in a car being towed as Molly and James spot him in the car and chase the truck, which they only saw because his toy was standing there. Mm-hmm. And then they're like, he must be in the car.
He's here in the car. Run after him. Yeah. Nobody, one of you run after the car, the other one look in the street more.
Yeah, exactly. Mikey thinks he's driving because he's being towed.
Yeah, it's being towed. So
he's got a breadstick that he's using as a key.
The shit.
He sticks it in as a key in the ignition. There it goes, because he starts moving.
But I think it was also the shifter. He's there.
No,
and
he was
he
using
brought
the
it
shifter.
down.
Yeah. Because it drops as soon as he sticks it in the ignition.
He lets it go.
Yeah. So he's driving, and all taxis are James's in his mind. He doesn't know that.
James, over here.
When the truck stops, Mikey gets out and somehow wanders into traffic as Mikey. How is this baby doing car doors? How? I just happen to think this now.
Granted, that's why they have child protection laws now. Because you just pull the handle and the thing pops open.
That's true.
So maybe it wasn't that far.
That's true. Maybe it wasn't far-fetched, yeah. So wanders into traffic, and Mikey sees James and starts running, with James going into traffic for him.
Mm-hmm.
Mikey is glad that James and Molly are together and wants James to be dad. And then the baby actually says, "Dad, Dad."
Yeah,
You know, like,
it's the first time you hear the baby's
talk,
voice,
yeah.
and not Bruce Willis.
Yes. And then Molly's like, "Oh, I think he thinks you're dad." And, you know, she's like, "Well, that makes sense. I'm with him all the time."
Yeah.
And James and Molly are both excited that he said "Dada," and then they kiss as James foreshadows that, you know, he probably thinks that we'll wind up together. Yeah. Yeah. And then they let My Love Open the Door by Peter Townsend.
I love this song, too.
I know, me too. And reproduction again occurs with James and Mikey walking into a hospital room so Mikey can meet his new sister Julie waiting with Molly. And it said, leaving the door wide open for a sequel.
Yes!
Julie asked Mikey if they can talk, as she's had a really rough day.
It's the voice of Joan Rivers.
Yes. The end.
Oh,
I
a
love this movie
masterpiece.
so
A
much.
true cinema masterpiece.
I love this movie.
Pure gold.
Yes.
Why didn't it win an Oscar? I don't understand. So this was like, this kind of saved John Travolta's career, because he was coming out of a lot of stinkers that didn't do well in the box office, and he was seen as a has-been.
Okay.
And Kirstie Alley hadn't had a ton of success either.
Yeah, because she was a TV actress.
Right. And so, like, this was, like, she wasn't known for, like, film. Mm-hmm. So when they did the marketing, it was basically all about Bruce Willis and, like, the baby's point of view.
Yes.
Like, so the commercials for the first one are basically all about Mikey.
Yeah.
And so then when it was a huge success, then for, like, the sequels, then they focused more on John Travolta and Kirstie Alley being the stars.
That's so funny, because, like, John Travolta has had a couple resurgences in his career.
Yeah, he's had some ups and downs.
Because, like, Pulp Fiction is also credited with giving him a shot in the arm, and then Hairspray again.
Yeah, so, he's been all over here.
But, yeah, I mean, you gotta swing to hit the ball, you know? I mean, you never know.
If every film was a hit, this channel wouldn't exist. Because we'd have nothing to talk about except great movies.
That's right. To us, this is a great one.
Yes.
Is there any other fun things? How'd they get Bruce Willis?
I don't really know.
Like, because he was on the rise here.
Yeah, and, like, they was like, let's do it. And I think he ended up ad-libbing a lot of stuff.
That makes sense.
And I always wonder, and I didn't read anything confirming, but I feel like, did they just film all the scenes and then he watched the baby?
Maybe.
And then, like, watched what they recorded?
Maybe.
And then because it's too fitting sometimes.
It fits,
like,
the facial expressions.
Yeah, and just, like, he's like, oh, you dropped that, let me pick that up.
Yeah,
it's like something that wasn't in the script. That's what I feel like. Yeah, and that's why it was probably mostly ad-lib, because he had to watch how the baby had reacted.
I love Bruce Willis, though. I love this.
Oh, I love him so much. He's so good.
He's a gem.
But yeah, there was, like, little tidbits here and there, but, like, there was not a lot of information on this.
Right.
And certainly not on the sequels.
I bet.
Yeah.
I bet, again, this is another one kind of lost to time a little bit. Like, it's not a very remembered one, but it was a cement block in our childhood, man.
My gosh,
it was a pillar of art. Well, I think we had if you watch Inside Out, it's one of our islands of our personality.
Yes, it is! It really, like, I remembered so much of it, having not even seen it for so many years, and it was all right there, so I definitely had it ingrained in my brain. Then I know that the director, like, she came up with the idea for, like, the script or whoever it was that they were talking about when I read this tidbit, that, like, it was because her husband had been, like, making up a voice for their baby. Like, and that's where she got the idea for it.
That's great.
Which I love. I love the perspective.
Well, our parents were always like, it's a talking baby.
Yeah, so that's why we loved it. Yeah. It's so good.
Yes.
So good.
Movie. Yes, I love this movie so much. But do you have anything else you want to add?
Nope.
No, I love this movie. It's so many good memories. But
except the concussion.
Yeah, that's true. Were you exposed to this movie prematurely as a child as well? Like,
marketed as a children's movie.
I don't think it was marketed that way. I think
they just showed a baby an awful lot. I don't know. I think it's a PG-13.
Let's check.
Oh, we have confirmation here. I think it's PG-13.
I don't think it says.
I know there's, I think, 1 or 2 F-bombs.
Yeah.
Which is kind of unheard of for a PG-13. It should have been an R. But
it doesn't have, like, the ratings.
Oh, unrated.
It was 97 minutes long.
Oh, good to know. Okay, well.
But it doesn't say.
I hate
when they do that. I hate when they don't put a rating on.
Well, they don't matter so much anymore.
I
They
guess
shouldn't have
not.
mattered back then because our parents
guess
weren't abiding
not.
by them.
Yeah. These discs are copy protected.
Oh, don't bootleg this.
Oh, I won't. I bought this fair and square.
Oh, true.
Off of eBay.
To make up for Dead, recording it off HBO as children.
It all works out. Yeah, I don't see anything on here about the rating.
Look at the disc.
Oh, maybe.
PG-13.
Ah, good. Look at her go. Smart.
TriStar Pictures.
TriStar Pictures. I remember that. The horse. But we thank you for joining us here at Sisters and Ebert. If you look below in the description for this video, you'll see links to our social media accounts. We are at Sisters and Ebert on Facebook and Instagram. Please come, like, follow, subscribe, comment, check out our other stuff. We put a little teaser out on Fridays and to get ready for our movie Mondays. So it's something to look forward to in this long, dreary weeks when you're stuck in your job and just
Except release on a Friday when everybody's
happy for the weekend.
Yeah, happy. They're like, oh, we don't need a teaser now.
We need to rethink our
I know.
But we thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next week at the movies.